What is your American dream?
I come from Myanmar. The American dream to me is to be able to start my own business one day.
I am from Texas. My family is from Guatemala. My American dream is pursuing happiness while also having stability.
I'm from Connecticut. My American dream is to fight for justice and to scream for the voiceless.
I'm from the former Soviet Union, which is now known as Russia. The American dream to me, despite being an immigrant, means to give the opportunities and dreams to my children the same way that my family gave to me.
I'm from China. My American dream is to be a fashion designer in New York because I love fashion so much.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
What is this thing? Oh, it's a suitcase. Someone's going somewhere. I wonder where it's going. Oh, hello! Did you miss yesterday's episode of Brad Show Live? Well, in case you did, Brad spoke to Jean Apollon, who is a Haitian immigrant who's had his American citizenship for 15 years. Jean literally danced his way out of Haiti and out of a death sentence after his father was brutally murdered. This, people, is why people move to America, because they have to. Where they live is not always safe. Jean ended up studying with the Alvin Ailey School of Dance and working and dancing with the Joffrey Ballet. Can't get too much more impressive than that. And now he's the owner of a dance school for youth where he teaches underprivileged children how to dance in Boston and also in Haiti. Amazing. Anyway, you know what? We're going to be dark Thursday and Friday this week. This is our last show of the week. And Groundhog Sam feels like a journey, a little adventure, if you will. Maybe there's room for me in this suitcase. Ha 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 ha. I don't know whose bag this is. I don't know where this person is going. But I am always up for an adventure. I'm going to stow away. They'll never know I was there. Ha 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 ha. See you all Monday, Brad Show Live family. You're never going to know I'm in here.
Groundhog Sam is on his way somewhere.
He's going. Where's he going?
I don't know. Look at you, handsome.
You know what I mean?
All right, I want you to know. Welcome, Jonathan. You were missing yesterday.
I was.
And today, Belgium Kim is missing.
I know.
Every day there's a different missing human being.
It's all good as long as we represent, though.
That's right. So last time Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias was in our studio on Monday, he came wearing the throwback hoodie.
Yep.
I said, "Come on, this is the Brad Show Live."
Look, so I had to come GQ with it.
I gave him, when we were off air, I have to be honest with you. I said, listen, I didn't really, give you an explicit dress code, but the hoodie, so got to class up a little bit. So then he came in. Now he came in his suit today and tie. Yeah. He outdid me.
Yeah.
He outdid me.
Don't say you want it.
That's right.
You ain't gonna get it.
That's what you said to me. I walked in. He goes, huh? What do you think of me now? Right?
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
And welcome Carol Anderson, the Tiger. First one to say hello. Carol Anderson was in our office this morning. I heard. I missed her. We missed the Tiger. She was here this morning to say hello to us. I guess she was passing through the neighborhood. So Carol, the Tiger, we are terribly sorry that nobody was here, but she said she will come back at some point in time. Christy Kinsale is saying hello.
Yeah.
And so is Marilyn Thompson. Which feed is this? This is on the Spar and Bernstein.
Good, because I have the Brad Show.
You do Brad Show. I'll do Spar and Bernstein.
All right.
And Beverly Thompson saying hello. Joyce Joseph giving me a hand and a thumbs up. I'll give it right back to you. Dawnette. I dawn it. Dawn it, Bryant. Or Dawnette.
Dawnette.
It's Dawnette. I'm saying dawn it, Bryant. Where in the world is Bryant? I'm right here. What are you talking about? I am right here. Beverly Thompson. She's just saying, hey, Marilyn. She's not even saying hello to Brad or you.
Dang.
Nicola Kramer says, I'm rushing to court. Nope, I'm here. I will be out. We're all taking a vacation.
We're taking a vacation.
We're all taking a vacay Thursday and Friday. All right, everyone's taking a vacay, but we'll be back. We're staycation.
It's a staycation.
Yeah, I don't know where the groundhog thinks he's going because we're all staying and cating, right? Beverly Thompson, hello. Willie Williams, hey, he says.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well,
as our buddy Bill Cosby used to say. Hey. Paulette Bryce Cameron. And everybody at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein also says hello as well.
Nice.
What do you got on Bradshaw Live?
Yvonne Steele. I got a little bit of Velma Gale. A little bit. Tanisha McNabb. I like that she was talking about what her American dream is. It's to see everyone get a chance to their American dream.
That's very nice.
It's a pretty nice American dream.
Well, I think that's pretty circular.
Yeah, well,
but it is a little the argument's a little circular. But the American dream is that everybody gets an American. Okay, we get it though.
Listen,
I'm not making fun.
It's never ending.
I'm not making fun.
It's never ending.
I'm just saying it's a little circular.
Yeah, we got Cordella.
Yeah. By the way, Jeff Bosey says hello, Jill.
Wow.
Jeff, what happened to Anna?
By
the way, Jill's married, Jeff.
I don't think that would stop him, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tanisha McNabb says hello also.
Cece Mitchell saying hi, everyone. Yeah.
You saw that?
Got a lot of people here.
Yvonne Steele.
Marsha Whitaker.
Yeah, who else? Cece Mitchell. You said that, right?
Yeah, I did. Sharnia France. Hello, everyone.
Right.
Oh, Tamika, thank you, man. Thank you, ma'am.
Carrie Ann Wallace.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff Bossy says Brad, hello, too. Jeff, I'm not married. I'm just letting you know.
Don't let him know that.
I'm not married, Jeff. All right. Sade France. Anna Nicole says hello also.
Yeah.
Jill Gould.
Is she up on here?
She is up here, also known as Jilly Bean. Jilly Bean. I call her Jilly Bean.
I call her Jilly.
She goes, looking good, Brad and Yo-Yo.
Thank you.
And, by the way, Tamika Nelson, thank you very much. She was on the live feed at the U.S. Embassy promoting Bradshaw Live.
Wow.
So apparently the U.S. Embassy gives some legal advice.
Yeah.
I don't know where. I've never actually seen it. And Tamika Nelson, our unpaid, our underpaid and unpaid PR person. Her salary last year for all of Tamika Nelson's PR, 0.
And still going strong.
Still going strong.
That's what I'm here for.
And still going very, very strong.
I like that.
Our unpaid PR person, Tamika Nelson, on the U.S. Embassy. On the U.S. Embassy
I'm here for that.
Live page going, hey, watch Bradshaw Live instead.
Yeah.
Thank you. We like it.
I like that.
Yes. And who else we got here? Makisha Gordon.
Yes, I was just about to say her princess.
Right. Tricus Taylor.
Yes.
Formerly known as Vakisha Taylor. Mm-hmm. She changed her name.
You wasn't going to go down the whole line? Because don't you have like a bunch of other names too?
She has a whole bunch. Yeah. She's got more names than Belgium Kim.
Yeah.
Belgium Kim we thought had a lot of names. Tricus Taylor's got more.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Punchy Daly. Punchy Daly.
Punchy
Daly. Be a good boxer name. Punchy.
In
this corner, Punchy.
Punchy Daly. Is it Daly?
And of course, Princess Martin Unique. Thank you all for coming, and please, please, please share this with your friends and family, just like Tamika Nelson did. Share this with your friends and family. Let them know that we are here to help you with your immigration questions. So here's the rundown. It's 6 o'clock, right? Now look here. I'm flying in the plane around the world. Share the Bradshaw Live.
Check him out.
Take out your finger. Check me out in that plane, right?
I love it.
Yeah, right. Take out your finger, your thumb, and please share this with your friends and family. There is the missing Belgium Kim as we speak right now.
Yes.
Hopefully she is somewhere sharing with her friends and family as well. The more you share, the more you care. The more you care, the more people we can help.
Love it.
Also, everybody, we have 12 open lines right now, and it's 6 o'clock. In about 10 minutes from now, we are going to be answering everybody's immigration questions. So if you call right now, you will be in the queue first to be the first person to have your immigration question answered. Right now, there is not a human being on hold. Okay?
All right.
And just like yesterday, we're sticking to the plan. 6 o'clock, we're answering immigration questions. So call right now, 1-800-529-5465. At 6:30, Yo-Yo over here Mr. Elias.
They think I'm going on a date after this.
Yeah, I think you're going on a date also. Mr. Elias is going to ask your questions of me. So please leave your questions on Bradshaw Live as well as law offices of Spar and Bernstein.
Yes.
But right now, please call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. There I am. There's my head on Dwayne.
Looking like yourself.
Nope, that's me. They superimposed my head on the body of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I think it looks like you.
You think that? Let's do that again.
I think it looks like you.
Let's see if it's me. David Moreno, one of you know David Moreno, our criminal defense attorney here. He says it looks like it's Brad on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That is hilarious. Oh, I love it though. I love it.
1-800-529-5465. While we're waiting for our telephone lines to heat up, and I'm sure we have lots of people with some burning questions.
Yes.
All right. Yesterday there was one person had a question about testing on the medical test. You know, I made a joke, because we always make the joke all the time. So-and-so has a burning question, but that person literally had a burning question because they were asking about gonorrhea on the medical test.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was really a burning question. But you can ask anything of Jonathan Yo-Yo.
Yeah.
Right? You can ask any question. We're going to answer.
No judgment here.
Right. So you leave those questions on Facebook Live, on Bradshaw Live, and on Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. As long as it's not your date tonight asking that question, right? All right. So let's see what's in the news, Yo-Yo, here, Jonathan. All right. So sadly to report, the First Lady Barbara Bush passed away yesterday. She was 92 years old.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't want to make fun of the woman because she died, but for the last 30 years, I don't think she aged one bit.
This is true.
I think when she was the First Lady in 1992.
This is so funny because I said the same thing.
She looked 92 years old when she was the First Lady. I mean,
is this when they were sworn in?
I don't know, but she looked 92 for like the last 30 years.
She did.
She was,
not to make fun. Like,
I'm not making fun.
She did age.
Okay, so she did age. That's her older, I guess.
She did.
Yeah. She was the former wife of President George Herbert Walker Bush, the first Bush.
Yes.
Who he was famous for saying, "Read my lips, no more taxes," and then turned around and raised everybody's taxes.
Right.
That's what he is famous
for.
That's
what he's great
also
for.
Also famous for being the father of W, the second Bush.
I think she was like the second First Lady to have a husband and a son in office. The other one was like Adams.
John Quincy Adams.
Look at me.
Yes.
Knowing my little, his story.
So she died of pulmonary disease and congestive heart failure. Her son, he gave a statement here. He says, My dear mother has passed away at age 92. Laura, Barbara, Jen, and I are sad, but our souls are settled because we know hers was. She lived a long life, and she lived Barbara Bush was a fabulous First Lady and a woman unlike any other who brought levity, love, and literacy to millions. To us, she was so much more. Mom kept us on our toes, kept us laughing until the end. I'm a lucky man that Barbara Bush was my mother. Our family will miss her dearly, and we thank you all for our prayers and good wishes. Of course, she was the First Lady between 1989 1993. She's survived by her husband, George Herbert Walker. 5 living children, one who became president, another one who was the governor, Jeb, of Florida, 14 grandchildren, 7 great-grandchildren.
She lived a full life.
I'm gonna say something here. Jilly Bean, who's watching, she gave me the Wikipedia of Barbara Bush. I mean,
I felt like the whole show is about to be about her.
There's about 7 cards of Barbara Bush.
Read it. I'm just playing.
I will not read 7 cards of Barbara Bush. But I want you to know, after the show, I will read it. Because somebody put a lot of work into this.
Oh, look at her.
There's young Barbara. As a young woman born in June 8th, 1925.
There you go.
We can't go any more Barbara
Narrating.
Bush. No more Barbara Bush. No more Barbara Bush. And by the way, Mark from Seattle is on hold with his immigration questions. And everybody should call right now, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. This is our last show of the week, so it'll be your last chance to call and speak with us.
Yeah.
We're going to be not cold. We may be cold depending on where we go, but we're going to be dark.
We're going to be dark.
And Friday.
I'm hoping we're not going to be cold.
That's what the lingo is in the TV world, right?
Yes.
Dark.
Dark.
We're going dark.
We're going dark.
We're going dark.
Look at you.
Look at me knowing the lingo.
Right, you're gonna be a producer.
I'm getting into this.
Yeah.
Do you know when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing.
Really?
Yes, on the seat of my pants. I was very lucky.
Proud of you.
I was very, very lucky to have hired Jilly Bean. Because if I didn't have Jilly Bean, this thing would have been like an absolute.
Yeah.
I had no idea how to produce a show.
Yeah.
So Jilly Bean taught me everything.
Amazing.
Everything I know, I was taught by Jilly Bean.
Hey.
Yeah, thank
Kudos
you.
to Jilly Bean.
Thank you. It's very true. I didn't even know how to interview her. I just got lucky. I hired the right person.
She's a beast.
Yeah. By the way, the Tappan Zee Bridge, I guess, is getting a second life now. That's the bridge that
Miami?
No. This is the bridge that connects Rockland County to Westchester County.
Oh.
You know about that? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I do now.
You're aware of that bridge?
Because what happened to it?
So now they're going to throw it in the water and make it into a reef.
What?
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Governor Cuomo announced yesterday that they're going to take the whole Tappan Zee Bridge and they're going to dump it off the waters of Long Island.
What?
And they're going to form a natural habitat for sea life. It's part of a $5 million project to expand a reef. So I can't make this stuff up.
Wow.
All right. Seems to me. All right. That's you know what that is?
Huh.
You know what that is? That is the biggest spin story I've ever seen in my entire life. You know what he's basically saying? We don't know what the hell to do with all this freaking metal.
Yeah.
You know what? So what we're going to do is I'm going to make myself out to look like an environmentalist by dumping some old metal in the ocean and saying we're making a reef. You know what you're doing? It's called pollution. You're polluting the waters with rust. Who the hell wants that?
Golly.
Oh, God. And then they turn it around and like, oh, yeah, we're going to make a natural reef.
Natural,
my ass. My ass! I'm telling you, I don't buy. You take an old bridge, you throw it in the water, and then you claim you're an environmentalist.
What else would they do with it?
I don't know. I'm gonna read. By the way, I don't form these opinions until I literally read.
Right.
Because I don't even know what the next card's gonna be. You know, because in my other former life, I have a former life between.
He actually works.
9:30 and 5:30. I actually work. So I literally come, I'm telling you the truth, I come in the studio at like 5:29, 5:30, I yell at Pat Rice, how come I don't have my water, how come I don't have this, how come I don't have that, Pat Rice is yelling at me, it was a whole disaster.
Y'all don't understand, behind the scenes,
it's crazy.
Right before we start, every day.
So then I'm looking at the cards here and I go, what kind of stupid news is this, you know? I didn't even get to the Tappan Zee Bridge. I was just reading 7 pages of Barbara Bush when the show started. So I went to Yahoo and said, I don't even know what these other cards are going to be. So now I turn the card and I'm like, the Tappan Zee Bridge is going to be made into a reef.
Yeah, that's...
Come on, what kind of BS is that?
It's pretty bad.
So Cuomo mused to the press conference. Is there a bridge heaven? Are you kidding me? Bridge heaven is you spend all your life above the water serving people, and then you go to bridge heaven is you go below the. Are you kidding me?
So wait,
is he really believing that someone's going to buy this?
Right.
This is the problem with politicians, all right? Because somebody came to Cuomo and said, Mr. Cuomo, we got a problem here. We got a huge freaking bridge.
Yeah, right.
We don't know what the hell to do with it. The landfills are all filled. What we want to do is we want to dump it in the water. But how the hell can we get away with dumping all this old metal in the water? What? Cuomo goes, don't worry.
We got it.
I'm a good politician.
Right.
We're going to call it a sea reef, and I'm going to say the bridge is going to heaven. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
It's insane.
Oh, my God.
That's insane.
That's insane. Insanity. I almost now don't want to vote for him anymore after it's like the dumbest thing I've heard in my life.
Yeah.
It's going to bridge heaven.
A bridge heaven.
You know, it's like they had no idea what to do with this bridge, and they wanted to dump it in the water, but they have to figure out how to.
Has it been up
By the
for
way,
a long
Carol
time?
Anderson says no cursing, but that's just so ridiculous, Carol. I'm sorry.
Look.
I'm sorry. I'm
asking
sorry.
for a lot from him.
It's asking a lot for me, man. And Jealous Sean's like, Brad, don't go crazy. They're dumping a bridge in the water, and they're claiming it there. They're claiming the bridge is going to bridge heaven, and we should all be happy about it.
Listen,
come on.
That's the world we're living in today.
Yeah. All right, so what else is happening quickly? By the way, I yelled at Pat Rice. We didn't have enough news.
But how about the plane?
The plane. We're going to get to the plane.
Oh, because I want to talk about that.
I'm going to get to it. We talked about it yesterday while you were missing. Yeah, of course you don't watch the show. You have no idea what happened on the show yesterday. You didn't watch.
No, I just missed a little bit of it.
You didn't watch. By the way, since the IRS was having technical difficulties, your last day to file tax returns is today.
Really?
Yes, they extended it one day. They had some technical difficulties.
No wonder.
So for all you lollygaggers, you know lollygaggers?
Me.
You're a lollygagger?
I am, all the way.
For all you lollygaggers out there who missed your taxes, you have till 12 o'clock tonight. Do it. Meanwhile, the Southwest pilot, there was one woman who died.
Right.
She was the woman who almost got sucked out of the plane.
Is that the woman who died?
Yeah, that's the woman who died.
Was it from a heart attack?
No, it was not from a heart attack. It was because she almost got sucked out of a plane, and then they had to pull her back in. And according to the news reports, they said her torso was out of the window. Now, your torso is your midsection.
Yeah.
So that means the only thing that was in the plane was her legs.
Yeah.
I mean, they're holding her.
Well, they were holding her back.
They were holding her from like literally flying out of the plane.
Right.
So she was getting hit by debris that was coming off of the engine. It's a very actually sad thing. And they pulled her back in and they tried to revive her. There was actually a registered nurse on the plane. There was no doctor. But there was a registered nurse on the plane who tried to revive her. And we have some video from inside the plane. Let's see. And that's the video for, oh my God. And by the way, you know, I read some like firsthand accounts of this. And basically what they were saying is, you know, like if you're going to be in a in some sort of accident, you know, there's like 2 or 3 or 4 seconds of absolute fear, and then, you know, the accident happens, and whatever happens. Here, this was 25 minutes of absolute fear because the engine fell off.
Right.
And there's a hole in the plane.
Emergency landing.
And people didn't know if they were going to live or die for 25 minutes.
But you know what I heard? I also heard that it was pretty calm in there. That to happen.
Everybody is saying it was the pilot, Tammy Jo Schultz. She was a woman, former Navy aviator, and she's a female pilot. She has 2 children.
This is the one who died?
No, this is the pilot of the plane who got everyone back safely. She's being praised for her nerves of steel during the emergency.
Nice.
The plane went from an altitude of 31,000 feet to 10,000 feet in less than 5 minutes. And that's like basically falling out of the sky.
Right.
And and she was a Navy pilot out of Kansas, and she was in the Navy. And then after retiring from the Navy, she went to work for Southwest. So what else did you want to say about it?
Well, I have a lot of friends that are flight attendants and work for airlines.
Yeah.
The number one thing they were saying was you need to pay attention to when they're giving you instructions, because they all had their face mask on wrong.
Yes.
They all just put it over their mouth. You're supposed to put it over your nose and your mouth and then pull that little string in the back of your head.
And then
none of them did that.
And then if you have children, you do
You're
it on
supposed
you
to do it on you first,
before
then
your
put
kid,
it on your kids.
Because you'll pass out, and then your kid will pass out.
And then your kid will pass out, then we all passing out.
That's correct.
Yeah, so
And then also, always give your seat up. The window apparently is the dangerous part of the plane.
Well, now, yeah. See, look at him.
That guy has it on wrong.
He's got it on wrong.
He looks like he's trying to eat it.
Right. And but the thing is, all of them had it on like that.
And he was panicking. I'm not sitting next to the window anymore.
This was him on Facebook Live.
Yeah, I'm not sitting next to him on the window anymore.
No, I'm not sitting next to the window.
I'm an aisle guy.
Yeah.
You want to know why I'm an aisle guy? Because I don't like to climb over people to go to the bathroom.
That too. Yeah, and I drink a lot of the cran apples.
Yeah, I don't like. I like to get up when I want to get up.
Right.
And now I have another reason. I don't want to be sucked out of the plane.
I have that reason, and I also have these long
legs.
Long legs,
right.
Guys.
Yeah. And then also, I'm always, you have always terrorism in your mind. So I'm always saying, all right, if I'm in the aisle,
so what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna jump the guy.
Okay.
Because other than that,
Nice.
If I'm in the passenger seat,
you're
I'm
just
in that window, I'm screwed.
You're screwed.
And I gotta wait for you to jump up.
Right. Well, I'm gonna be on the aisle, so I'm gonna be jumping on you too.
Anyone crazy on the plane?
It's a wrap.
Listen, I'm jumping on you and asking questions later. That's why I like to be on the aisle.
No sudden movements, no loud noise. Right. If you're yelling, I'm jumping on you.
I'm jumping on you. Look. Right. Don't talk back to the stewardess.
I'm jumping on you.
You're jumping on you.
It's a wrap.
Right. That's right.
Like, I don't play that.
Right. All right. All right, so there it is. That's in the news.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's time for us to go to our telephone numbers. 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. This is the time of the show where we're going to be answering your immigration questions. At 6:30, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias will ask your questions that you leave for us on Bradshaw Live, as well as law offices of Spar and Bernstein. Please share this with your friends and family. Let them know now I'm going to be answering your immigration questions for at least 45, 50 minutes. So please share this with your friends and family right now. This is where we can help as many people as we can. This is when all the joking is set aside and we are literally going to help as many people as we can right now. So please share this with your friends and family. Take out your finger, take out your thumb, put it on your timeline, put it on their timeline, and please call us right now at 1-800-529-5465 so we can answer your immigration questions. And we're going to Mark in Seattle, Washington. Mark.
Yeah, hey Brad, how you doing?
How you doing? What's up?
Yeah, so for the I-864, I'm having a joint sponsor, right?
Right.
But for this current year, she said she's amending her return, so we can't use her 2018 return. Is it possible, her 2017, can we use her 2016 as the transcript?
No, because it's already filing, so you need the 2017. Because the deadline's due, they're going to ask for it. That's the most recent one now.
Yeah.
So you're going to need.
We asked her if we could.
So who's her? Who is her? Her is who? This is the joint sponsor. So she's amending it?
Yeah.
Has she amended it or she's in the process of amending it?
She's in the process because she told us that her husband incorrectly claimed 2 of her kids. And
all right,
she's
so
amending it
so what you
one.
file right now is you ask her for her tax return that she has at the moment. That's the tax return that's on file with the IRS. If there comes a time when she amends it and files it, you could always submit it to immigration at your interview. My co-sponsor amended her tax returns. Here it is.
Okay, but the one that they have, no, we need that one.
You do the one that's filed because that's the only one that exists at the moment. And then you file with that. And then if she files an amendment to her taxes in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever it is, you bring the amended tax return to your interview.
Okay, perfect.
All right?
All right.
That
Thank
helped you?
so much.
That helped you?
Yeah.
All right,
for
great.
Sure.
Okay, good. All right.
All right.
1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Cheryl in Brooklyn. Cheryl.
Hi, Brad.
Hey, Cheryl. What's up?
All right. So, quickly, I have a friend in Jamaica.
Yes.
And she has a visitor visa for many years. Mm-hmm. She's been coming back and forth. And then about a month ago, she got on the plane to come over, and they told her that she had been flagged. When she got a friend to see why she had been flagged, it said that she is a common law marriage. And how can she be in a common law marriage when the guy is married to somebody else? And she's like, she didn't understand what they talking about.
Wait, whoa. What do you mean you asked a friend to say what happened? How does a friend know what happened? You're talking about you asked somebody who works at the Department of Homeland Security to look? Or they did a FOIA or what?
No, she asked her friend who works at the embassy to look and see why she was flagged and to get off the plane. And they told her it's because she is in a common law marriage that's somebody who already married.
Okay.
She's not with that boyfriend anymore, and she's never had anything in writing or no bank accounts, no nothing together.
So I don't know why she was asked to get off the plane. I have no idea. That doesn't. There's more to it than that. So where is she now?
She's in Jamaica, and I just made the phone call for her.
So what? This is what we would have to do. So she never even got She never got to New York. She was taken off the plane in Jamaica.
Yes.
Okay. So what she has to do is have a consultation with us, and let us speak to the embassy and find out what the problem is, and then we'll take it from there.
All right.
So hold on one second.
That's the advice I gave her too.
Yes. All right. But now you heard it from me too, because I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. But we'll figure it out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. All right. By the way, if you hear those sirens in the background, it's because we have never actually soundproofed our studio. Our studio from outside. Those were fire trucks, not police vans. The police are not coming for us.
You know the difference, huh?
Yes, but there could be a fire in our building and we wouldn't know, and we're just going to keep doing it.
I thought it was the police, you know what I mean?
No, it's not the police.
It's the crime looking this good.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you're standing next to me, nothing's happened to you, all right?
Good.
All right, trust me, all right? Trust me, I'm going to be like,
this is why I'm going to be
like, yo, officer, okay, we're on Facebook Live right now, all right? This is better than having one of those cams on here. Just keep doing what you're doing, right?
Exactly.
Keep doing what you're doing. All right, so trust me, while you're sitting in the studio,
we're good.
You're good.
All right. Everybody's asking, what's going on outside?
Yeah, nothing. It's not.
It's not okay, us, guys. It's not us.
All right. Wouldn't that be great on Facebook Live?
That would be insane.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm telling you, not when I'm here on Facebook Live. Anything's happening to you. All right, Tina in Bangor, Maine. Tina, what happened to Tina in Bangor, Maine? Huh.
Tina.
All right. So then we're going to go to, by the way, we have a whole bunch of open lines right now. Don't make me bring out Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson again.
Uh-oh.
All right?
Bring him out.
Bring him out. Bring him out. Dwayne?
There he is.
You know, it's like, Moreno said, you remember that movie Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, you're going to make a new one. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Brad.
That was my movie. All
right, let's go to Shia in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Shia, what's going on here?
Hello.
Oh, there you are, Shia. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm okay. I love your show. I always like to watch it on Facebook whenever I have the time. But I have this quick question, though. I want to know how long it's going to take when you apply for your sibling visa. How long does it usually take?
About 14 years right now.
14 years?
Yeah. If I go to the visa waiting list, people who started October 1st, 2004 for their siblings are getting their green cards right now. So in other words, let's say you filed for your brother or sister on October 1st, 2004. They would just be getting their green cards now.
That's crazy.
So now we are in March of 2018. That's 17 and a half years. That's 13 and a half years later. Not 14 yet. We're at 13 and a half years, but let's call it 14 years. That's what it is.
Golly.
Unfortunately.
Wow,
so it's a very long time. And it really destroys the myth of this chain migration.
Yeah.
You know, there is no chain. It's basically generational migration, if anything. Like one family member comes and then another generation goes by 20 years before, everybody else comes. So the chain migration is a myth, and that's a that's a fact. But if you want your sisters to come, maybe we can talk about other options. I don't know what they would be, but you can certainly, even from Maine, you're in Fayetteville, North Carolina, my apologies. Even from Fayetteville, North Carolina, you can have a consultation with us over the phone and we can see what we can do to help you. All right, so hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and just see, maybe there's other options to get them here faster. All right, 1-800-529-5465. Yesterday, I said the number so many times, I forgot who said it. Maybe it was Sandra. I don't remember. Maybe somebody in the Brad squad could remind me. Somebody said, Brad, I'm tired of you saying 1-800-529-5465.
Keep on
and
saying
then somebody said, you know what? Also, you need a shave. So I said, damn. I said, you know what? I'm not shaving until these lines are lit up like a Christmas tree.
Did it light up?
No. That's why I didn't shave again today. All right. Right now, you want to see Brad shaving? You better
light the line up.
Light up those lines. I don't want to sit here. I will scream out 1-800-529-5465 until I'm blue in the face. I said that yesterday.
1-800-529-5465.
I said I had a blue. I said I had two choices. I have a blue handkerchief, which I don't have today. I was going to put over my face, or I could literally hold my breath. But then I don't know how I can hold my breath and say the number at the same time. So right now, call 1-800-529-5465. 800-542-9465. We have 15 more minutes left of this block. And I would much rather answer your questions than yell out a telephone number for 15 minutes.
Absolutely.
So 1-800-529-5465. Tina in Bangor, Maine. Tina.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
I'm good. All right, so I have a 2-year green card.
Mm-hmm.
It expires in the next 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need to do to proceed for the 10-year green card?
Right, so you have a 2-year because you got married, I assume. Is that correct? To a U.S. citizen?
Right.
All right. Are you,
yes,
you and your spouse are together?
Yes, we are.
You have children together?
No.
Okay. But you live together as husband and wife?
Yes.
Okay. Now, tax season just ended it's about to end in about 5 more hours. You filed a joint tax return?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So 90 days before the expiration, okay, so you're about 2 months away, you're going to file what's called an I-751 application. And in the I-7, you can download it. You can go to uscis.gov, and you can download that form. And you and your husband are going to sign it. And you're going to submit it, and the filing fee to submit it is $680. And when you submit it, you're going to get back an extension of your green card. They're going to send you back a letter saying your permanent residence status is extended 1 year, your work authorization is extended 1 year, and travel permission is extended 1 year. So if you need to work or travel or do anything to prove that you're a resident, you take your expired green card and that letter, and that together will equal your permanent residence. So there should never be a day when you don't have a green card. Now, what do you need to submit with that I-751? You need to submit evidence that you and your spouse are still living together. So what would that be? Your joint tax returns, you just told me you did. And any other proof that you have from the time you got your green card to this day, or in 3 months from now, whenever you file, that you and your spouse are living together. All your bills addressed to the both of you, any letters together, photos together, anything that you have jointly in your names together. Got it? Tina, we lost you. Did you get it? Did you hear me?
I'm here. Yes, I got it.
You got it all? Okay.
Yes, I did. Will I have to do another interview?
Probably. They're making most people do interviews again. All right? But as long as you and your spouse are together, you're fine. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Right. No old boys. You're fine. Because the only thing you got to do is prove you live together. You just told me you live together, so it's easy to prove.
Right.
Okay? Nobody should ever get nervous about proving something that's true. The only time you need to get nervous is when you got to prove something that's not true, because that's going to be pretty difficult. All right? But if you're living together, you got no worries. All right? So hold on 1 second. Hold on. If you need help. All right? Hold on. 1-800-529-5465. Tamika Nelson, no show tomorrow and Friday. Vikisha.
She's letting them know.
She's our unpaid PR person.
PR, the best PR that we have.
The best PR person we have.
Other than Dwayne
the Rock Johnson. Right.
No, that's Dwayne
I'm gonna,
Johnson.
by the way, I'm expecting any day now to get a letter from Dwayne the Rock Johnson's
people
saying, please stop saying his name on your show. All right. 1-800-529-5465. Alma in Yuma, Arizona. Alma.
I'm a survivor, sir.
I'm a survivor.
Hey.
I'm a survivor, right? You know that song, right?
If your switchboard doesn't light up, then you're not going to shave. So I make sure that
she doesn't even have an immigration question. She just wants to see me shave.
Dang,
you light it up. You know what? If it's not you, it's nobody. So what's going on in Yuma, Arizona, Alma?
It is hot.
Heat. Yeah. I was about to say, that's all
it's heat.
That's going on.
You're surviving there, right?
Oh, yeah. Last week we got to almost in the 90s.
You know, I know all my Brad squad. You know, she's a teacher out in Arizona. Alma survivor,
wow.
right?
Alma survivor.
Yeah.
Right. When is school over?
I'm actually marking some papers.
You're marking some papers right now. Okay.
Nice.
All right. What do you take? Okay, 1 second. Question quickly. Do you take any points off for bad penmanship?
They mostly use computer generated work.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. See, this is new age.
It's new. I used to always have the worst handwriting. So I always used to have like, you know, I was like always write like the greatest essays, and nobody could read it, and then I used to get points off because it was illegible.
See, my mom
I would do much better now.
See, this is what happens when you have an African mother.
Funny funny enough, Brad, when I first came here and I started writing cursive on the board, the children told me that they didn't understand.
They didn't know what you would write. You were like writing hieroglyphics.
No.
You were like writing hieroglyphics. Yeah.
See, my mom made us write every summer.
Really?
Like she would buy us handwriting booklets.
Right. So you have great penmanship.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I hate it though because everybody always wants me to write.
I saw when you signed your employment contract. It was like beautiful.
See
what you wrote there.
Thanks, mother.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so
my mother
beautiful.
for that.
Now, if you ever see the check that I signed, you have no idea who the hell signed the check, right?
Probably not even on the line.
Right. It's not even on the line. All right. I'm a survivor out in Arizona. Lighting up the lines. Thank you very much.
All right.
All right. Take care. All right. All right. I know my people. I know Red Brad Squad people.
That's amazing.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. We have 12 open lines right now, so if you call, we will. Now, yesterday, when I was doing this, Jeff Bosey called. Okay, but he disguised his voice and said he was Shaggy, and we weren't sure if he was saying he was Shaggy, from Jamaica Shaggy, or he was Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. We weren't sure. We didn't understand what the hell he was saying, and then I didn't even know it was Jeff Bosey. And then I'm like, maybe this is like some KKK guy doing that. I didn't know what he was, so I'm like, you're off. And then, and then after, he's like, why'd you cut me off, Red? I'm like, I didn't know it was Jeff Bosey.
Hilarious.
Yeah. I didn't know what the hell the guy was saying. All right, 1-800. Yesterday was like the show. We just started, and it just went way left.
What?
Went way. That show just went way left.
Oh, I wish I was here for that.
Yeah, the compass was broken on that one. 1-800-529-5465. We do have 12 open lines. We will not be answering your immigration questions on Facebook for another 8 minutes. So we can just say the telephone number consistently.
Just keep on saying it.
Just say it. I mean, we could do 8 minutes of this. 1-800-529-5465. Now, yesterday, Kim and I came up with a jingle because we didn't know what else to talk about.
Okay.
Right.
What was it?
All right. So this was my jingle, and then I'm going to ask you, because you're in the entertainment business.
Okay.
I want you to come up with a jingle as well.
Whew,
all right.
okay,
We'll see which jingle is better to get people to call.
Okay.
All right. Because right now there is nobody online.
Okay.
And I'm telling you right now, we will answer immigration questions till 6:30. Then we're going to get to Facebook, Bradshaw Live. Law Office of Spar and Bernstein,
right?
And at that point, then that's when we'll be answering the questions on Facebook. So, so we're sticking to the schedule. So yesterday we didn't know, what to do. So I said, to Belgium Kim, we should have a jingle.
Okay.
And she goes, what kind of jingle? I go, I don't know. Let's come up with one. So this was my jingle yesterday.
All right, I want to hear
1-800-529-5465.
That's it?
That was it.
Okay.
All right. That was it. That was the whole jingle. Now, I like you don't. Now that's a terrible jingle. I can't sing.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't either.
All right. Now let's hear your jingle.
Let's see. 1-800-529-5465. If you want Brad to shave, you better light up the line. Something like that.
I like mine better.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, please call right now. 1-800-529-5465. We have one person, Christine from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Christine.
Hello. Good evening, Brad.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Good.
What's going on?
My question is, I'm filing for oh my God, why am I?
Who are you filing for?
Asylum.
Where are you from,
yes,
Christine?
I have
Where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Okay. What is your claim for...
My question is, let us get to the question, because my asylum, I'm just waiting for my interview.
Okay.
My question is, I have my kids back home in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do differently from the asylum to be able to get my kids?
I don't know. I would have to have a consultation with you. I'm concerned about your asylum claim, because there's very few claims for asylum you can make from Jamaica. I'm sure maybe you have a particular issue, but it's very rare that you see asylum claims from Jamaica that are successful. I will tell you the two areas that I see successful asylum claims, and you don't have to talk about yours. Okay? One is people who are in same-sex marriages, and it's discovered that they're either in a same-sex marriage or a same-sex relationship, because and then they get death threats from from their family and friends that discover this back in Jamaica, saying, I heard you're now gay or homosexual or whatever words they use, and as a result from that, we're going to kill you or dismember you or whatever when you come home, which is what happens unfortunately in Jamaica. They're not very keen on same-sex marriages. The other thing is, sometimes you testify against some bad guys and then they're out to get you back home. There's only two really general fact patterns, at least from Jamaica. Every country is different, but at least from Jamaica, where I see asylum claims that are actually have a legitimacy. What I would say this, Christine, without you saying any more, is I would have a consultation. So hold on one second. 1-800-529-5465. Again, if you want to get your immigration questions answered, we are going to be answering your immigration questions for 5 more minutes here.
Yep.
Okay, we're not going to Facebook until 6:30. At 6:30, we're going to go to our social media check-in. But right now, we're answering your immigration questions by you calling my law office, Spar and Bernstein. It's the same telephone number to call my office as it is to call our show. It's 1-800-LAW-LINK, 1-800-529-5465. David in Poughkeepsie, New York. David.
Hello, Brad. It's Dennis, not David.
Oh, Dennis. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
What's going on?
Yes, I have a question. An expired driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
How soon, after I file for because I'm in the process of filing for the green card. My question is, how soon after I file for the green card can I get the driver's license?
Who is sponsoring you?
He's no sponsor. I have no sponsor.
How are you getting your green card?
I already got the green card, but it expired.
I see. As soon as you get your green card, you need proof of permanent residence. So as soon as you have it back in your hands, you have to go get your driver's license.
The thing is, I lost it. I lost the green card.
Right.
But I came here legal.
All right.
Legally.
So then, do you have your passport?
That I don't have.
Okay. So you have no identification to go in to prove you are who you are. That's your big issue. All right. Because if you already got your driver's license and you had a green card, they have a record of it in the New York State motor vehicle system. So you really need to. I would go get a passport. And then go down to motor vehicles and say, I lost everything. I'm in the process of renewing my green card. Here's the receipt. Here's my passport. And hopefully they give it to you.
Yeah, I'm in the process of
but you need you need a photo ID to get your driver's license back. That's really the bottom line. So it's going to be your passport or your green card, whatever comes in first.
Right, but even though I still have the driver's license, even though it expired, can I use it for?
Oh yes. Why don't you just go take your expired driver's license and go renew it? You don't need anything else. I thought you
just go to motor vehicle.
Yeah, you have an expired driver's license. They've looked at all your documents. They know you're a permanent resident. Go, just renew it. What are you waiting on?
Oh no, because the new law, they said that you have to have more proof before you can renew the driver's license.
All right, well then. Okay, maybe. I would think that you could just renew it. I mean, I'll tell you, as an American citizen, I just go online and renew it when my driver's license expired. They didn't ask to see my U.S. passport again or anything like that. So I'm not exactly sure what they're asking of you. I would hold on 1 second, all right? Let's go to, by the way, 1-800-529-5465. Belgium Kimmy said to me yesterday that I was strong-arming people to call. I said, damn right I am.
You still
Damn
got,
right.
you got a minute.
I got 1 minute to go.
1 minute to go. Let's get this last one.
Let's go to Roberto in Seattle, Washington. Roberto.
Yes.
How are you, Roberto? Hello. Boy, he's very, very calm. Right. Very calm, Roberto.
Right.
How are you?
Made you calm.
Yes, made me calm. Calm me down. How are you, Roberto? Very soothing.
I'm cool.
Yeah, okay, cool. What's going on?
I would just like to ask some legal issues about my brother-in-law.
Okay.
Because he was planning to go here in the States as a tourist.
Right.
He got a tourist visa, so he goes back and forth. But he wants to, he called me last night. He asked me to seek for help because he wants to migrate here.
Where's he from?
He's a nurse. The Philippines.
From the Philippines, and he's a nurse.
Yeah, he's a nurse. Yeah.
Does he have a CGFNS visa screen?
Can you repeat that one?
Does he have a CGFNS visa screen?
Oh, I have to ask him about that. But
Okay.
he told me he passed all of the exams before.
All right. So how nurses work from the Philippines or from anywhere in the world? Okay. So if he wants to get a green card as a nurse, there's a nursing shortage in America. Okay. So if you want to get a green card as a nurse, you need to get something called a CGFNS visa screen. What that is it's the Commission of Graduate Foreign Nursing Schools organization gives you something that says you are qualified to practice nursing in the United States of America. So what does that mean? You have to pass the NCLEX exam and you have to take test of English as a foreign language, submit both of those results plus your educational education degrees and schools you went to and your diplomas to the CGFNS organization who will give you a visa screen. They'll check all your credentials and make sure you're a real nurse and you really passed all your tests, and then you can help him look for somebody to sponsor him, whether it's a nursing home or a hospital or a private doctor's office. There's always people looking for nurses, but he needs a CGFNS visa screen first.
Okay, so because he's planning to go here at the end of April.
Yeah, but that's just as a visitor.
Yeah, just a visitor.
Right.
What if if he's already here? Can he do something legal ways to to do it here?
No, probably
he had to do it in the Philippines.
Probably not, but he certainly can come look for a job here as long as he's not intending to work legally here, because he wouldn't be able to. And then he can do the job sponsorship, go back to the Philippines. The job sponsorship for a nurse from the Philippines is about 1 year and 3 months. So as long as the hospital, the doctor's office is willing to wait a little over 1 year for them, they'll get here with a green card and be work for them for the rest of their lives. And there are doctors and nursing homes who will do it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, okay. All right, we did it!
We did it!
We strong-armed everybody into Block B.
Sheesh.
Answering your questions from 6 to 6:30. You should have seen Beverly. I keep calling her Beverly Hills Kim. It's like a new name now. I'm calling her Beverly Hills Kim. I don't know why. She's dressing more Beverly Hills-ish now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the time we call this part of our show. It's on my sheet as Block C, but we like to know it, to the world. Social media check-in.
Yeah.
It is social media check-in time. That's when you will leave your questions on social media with Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias. He's dancing to the questions.
Yeah.
Dancing to those questions. He's got so many questions coming in.
I do.
And he will be answering all your questions right now on our social media check-in. Right now, you got how many questions?
I think people are shy today because I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions.
Well, why don't you see if once you start reading them off, how many shy people there really are out there?
It's going to be a lot more.
It's going to be a lot more.
It's going to be a lot more.
Yeah, let's see.
All right, so I have one from Shanoya Young.
Yes.
All right, so do you people do divorce?
Do my people?
Yes, so do your people.
What do you mean by people?
I guess American citizens.
American.
Do you people?
What people are you talking about?
Listen, once Trump became president, I would say the same thing.
Well, you people.
I'm here for it.
Unfortunately, he's close to my people.
Right, exactly.
People, and that scares me. Right, okay. All right,
so do you people do divorce?
Yes, we do. Us people do divorce over here, yes.
And, what if the person does not know where their husband is?
If you don't know where your husband is, then you have to do a diligent search looking for your husband to do a divorce. You still have to serve him with notice. There's no law that says in any of the 50 states now that your husband has to agree to a divorce, because I believe all the states in the United States now, I don't believe there's any state that doesn't have no-fault divorce. So you don't have to plead out a case. All you have to do is give notice to your husband that a divorce proceeding's happening. So how do you give notice? Certainly in New York, the law requires you to go over with a piece of paper like this that's a summons. Nothing that says Bradshaw Live on it, obviously, but a summons that says, Mary's divorcing Sam, whatever. And you hand it to Sam. And then on the paper, at least in New York, it says, okay, you got 20 days to do something, Sam. If not, the divorce is going on without you. That's all that's required. He has to be given notice. Now, if you don't know where he is, you can't give the guy notice. So what you do is you have to do a diligent search looking for him. And if you do a diligent search looking for him, you still can't find him, and that's what a lawyer would do. Then you go to a judge and say, Judge, listen, I did the A, B, C, and D searches. Okay, I checked the military. I did, a skip trace on the guy. There's like 100 different searches you can do. I did them all. I can't find him. The judge will say, okay, I'm satisfied you really did try to find him. I'll allow you to run a little ad in the newspaper, put a little legal ad. You find the cheapest newspaper in town, and you buy the legal ad, and it says Mary's divorcing Sam, and if Sam has anything to do with it, come to the court in 20 days. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. I wouldn't say that, but basically that's what it would say. And then you move on to divorce without him, because obviously Sam's not going to read it.
Right.
So the answer is yes.
You people do.
Us people do.
All right. Tootie Burger.
Tootie Burger.
Trudy Burger.
Oh, Trudy Burger.
Trudy.
I thought it was Tootie Burger.
No, not Trudy Burger.
Tootie Burger. You tootie after you eat the burger, not before, right?
Depending on what burger it is or what's on it. Cheese for you.
Cheese, yes.
All right, Trudy Burger.
Yes.
Hello, Brad. If you come up from Jamaica and got married, can you travel back and forth when the paperwork you put in has not been
As long as you have the advance parole, no problem. But get an advance parole. If you leave the country without an advance parole, you've terminated your application. They won't let you back in America. Make sure you have the advance parole. You can go for short periods of time, like 1-2 weeks at a time.
Okay. That was nice and fast.
Thank you.
Okay, Sandra Williams. Brad, I have not received any call as of yet. My consultation was today at 3. I called, but the lady I spoke with said someone would be calling me by 4:30.
Are you reading off her complaint to me?
It's not a complaint. It's just saying what they have to do.
I'm sorry I didn't get the chance to call you today. We'll call you tomorrow.
So we're going to call you. All right. All right. Leonora went. Mm-hmm. Leonora. Uh-huh. All right. Good evening. I went to the embassy and I was not granted IV visa. They asked me why I wanted to go to America, and I told them I just wanted to visit. They asked me if I'm going to work. I told them no. I said to them I'm a poultry farmer. They just said your visa is not granted, nothing more. I'm over 60. Who's going to employ me at this age? Could you please explain what the problem is?
They don't believe you're going to return back to Jamaica. It's not necessarily that you're going to go work in America. They don't think you're going to return. So proof that you're going to return. Now you have a farm that's pretty good. You're going to leave all your animals to, not be fed, and your crops to be not, what kind of farmer is she?
Poultry farmer.
Oh, yeah, she's not going to leave all your chickens to die.
This
right?
is true.
So, you got to bring more proof. Give us a call.
All right. I got one from Shane Lee.
Yeah.
All right. So Shane Lee's married and just filed for his green card via my spouse. How long until the work permit arrives?
Shane, are you married to a citizen? Because if you're married to a citizen and you did it properly, it should be about 4 to 4.5 months.
Okay.
What else?
All right, Donna Roden.
I'm waiting. Come on,
they're coming in. They're coming in.
You're falling asleep on me.
They're coming in. There's so many.
Come on.
Donna Roden. All right. So my cousin lives here in Connecticut, married to his wife, who's a citizen. He got his conditional green card. The wife filed for his 2 children who at the time lived in Jamaica. They're underage. They're now here in the USA. My question is, why would they get a conditional green card instead of a 10-year?
Because they came to the United States. They entered the United States within 2 years of your marriage. So if they entered the United States more than 2 years after your marriage, they would have become a permanent resident. If they enter the United States in under 2 years of your marriage, they get a conditional green card.
All right. I have one from Gloria Maharaj. Hi, Brad. Is it true that children who are U.S. citizens cannot sponsor their parents anymore?
That is absolutely not true, and this is why everybody should be sharing right now. That whoever is giving that information is wrong, and everybody should be sharing. I'm going to drive around the world right now in my little airplane and make sure to remind everybody that they should be sharing. We're answering your immigration questions right now on our Facebook page at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein at Bradshaw Live.
Everybody should do it now, right now.
I'm going to tell you something.
Even if you already did.
I know people are lying when they say they do when they don't. All right, because if everybody shared right now, we would be doubling. We would have 400 people watching instead of the 200 people that are watching right now.
Absolutely. So let's share.
Let's share.
Share right now.
Right. All right, what else you got?
All right. I have Sonia Bennett. My case is pending. I need to travel to go see my 93-year-old mother. How can I get this?
What? If you have a pending case for a green card, they're not going to give you a visa. I'm terribly sorry.
Oof. All right. I have one from Smith Cat.
Smith Cat.
What are some of the financial risks of being a sponsor?
The financial risks of being a sponsor are that if the person you're sponsoring goes on need-based public assistance, the government can turn around and sue you for failure to support them 125% above the poverty level. Also, if the person goes on government assistance and the government doesn't sue you, they can sue you. It's a contract. The affidavit of support is a contract between you and the government and you and the person you're sponsoring that you promise to support them 125% above the poverty level. Now, in reality, I've never seen anybody get sued. I've never seen the government go after anybody. But you're asking me, what are the risks? That is the inherent risk, but in reality, I never see it happen.
All right. I have one from Sharon Brown. How long can I stay in the U.S. with my visa?
On a tourist visa, it's generally 6 months.
Okay. Shine Williams. Brad, you just answered the caller about the I-751 and that all you have to do is show that you lived together. What if the first 2 years you didn't live together, but you do now while waiting for the interview?
Well, you know, everything depends on the facts. If it's a real marriage and you live together now, wonderful. And there's a good reason why you didn't live together, wonderful. If it's a situation where you didn't live together and it was a bogus marriage and now you work something out to live with him to fake a marriage that was never real in the first place, you got a big problem. So it all depends on what the facts are.
Okay. Avinash. Can someone who came here with a B1, B2 visa and overstay get some kind of legal status?
Sometimes, depends on what the situation is. So yeah, sometimes you can. That's why you have a consultation with me. We help people who overstay their visas all the time. And by the way, Beverly Thompson claims she shared. Thank you very much, Beverly.
Hey.
Thank you.
How about everybody else?
I don't know.
Are y'all sharing?
I don't know.
I'll dance more if you want me to. All right, Nicola Kramer. My mom is in a nursing home in Miami and is filing for me with my 2 kids. So everything is good, but they keep asking for tax papers from her. And we keep on telling them that she's in a home. We got a letter from the home and sent them the letter, and they keep on sending, what should we do? They keep on saying, like, we need more paperwork.
For what?
Her mom, who's in the nursing home, is filing for her and her 2 kids.
I don't know what paperwork you need. So what paperwork are they asking for?
So they keep on asking for her tax papers.
Well,
but she's
she's in a nursing home, so you need a second affidavit of support from somebody else. That's what's the problem.
All right. I have one from Frederick. Is the EB-5 investor visa still on?
Yes.
Okay.
Still on.
All right.
Like Donkey Kong.
Still on like Donkey. Oh, okay. Yeah. Check you out, little rapper.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
All right, Nicola Kramer. The tax papers is the only thing that's holding up for her to do
this
her
is the
medical.
Same person with the.
Yeah. So the tax papers.
Grandma doesn't, or your mom is in a nursing home. She's not expected to work. So now the problem, you need a second affidavit of support. That's the problem. You need someone else to step in to give a second affidavit of support. Call us.
All right, Carly Freeman. Do you help people find job sponsorships?
No. No, we do not.
So who should they call?
You should go get a resume together and go look for a job like anybody else. And part of the job is they have to like you a lot better than anybody else. And you got to be able to prove that they're not taking a job, you're not taking a job away from an American worker. So they desperately need you, and then they'll sponsor you like anybody else.
All right.
But we don't look for sponsors. You come to us with the sponsor.
Okay. Caliph Cole. I'll keep this brief. This is what it said.
Yeah, now it's an encyclopedia.
And it's not too brief,
right,
but it's
right.
all good. My B1, B2 visa was canceled under the 212A7A. Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay. But this was in 2014 when he was in college. The reason being misrepresentation.
Okay, then it's misrepresentation.
Okay, so did not state my mother is in the USA. She was illegal in 2014. And in J1, unauthorized unemployment. So these are the things that
If you start giving me random numbers of laws, okay, I will tell you I'm very, very smart, but I don't know the Immigration Nationality Act is like really thick. You can't expect me to know each little section, but if you tell me misrepresentation, I got it.
Perfect.
So he was denied for misrepresentation.
Okay, so yes, his mother was married and has a work permit. Do I need a waiver? If not, should I wait for my mother to get her green card before trying to get a visa?
Well, you can't get a visa. You committed a misrepresentation. So if you're under... Well, he has to be over 18 at the time of marriage, I assume. So he has to wait for his mom to get his green card. Then mom's going to file for him, and then he's going to eventually need a waiver.
All right.
But he's not getting a visa.
Okay. Felicia says, is it true that if you're on a green card and travel in and out of the country, it takes more than 5 years to get a citizenship?
Yes, and it's also true that if you live in the United States with a green card, it takes over 5 years. The traveling is not the problem. It's if you travel too much, you'll never become a citizen. So these are the rules for citizenship. No trip more than 6 months out of the country at any time, 30 out of 60 months in the United States, and 90 days in the state where you're filing.
All right, Smith Cat.
Smith Cat.
Back again. Or is it Cat Smith?
I don't know. It could be Catherine Smith.
It makes sense.
Catherine Smythe.
Smythe?
Catherine Smythe.
Isn't Smythe with the E at the end?
It could be.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, so does the government...
It could just be cat. I don't know.
It could be.
Yeah.
All right, so does the government assistance include health insurance?
If it's government-funded health insurance based on the fact that the person is below the poverty level, yes. If it's Obamacare, no. If it's private health insurance, no. If it's Medicaid, which is I am going to the hospital, I have no health insurance, and Medicaid is paying for me because I am a poor person, the answer is yes.
All right. Diane Crossdale. I was on a work visa and went up pregnant, had the baby in the USA, and then went back to get my permit visa, and was turned down and went back to get my visiting visa and got turned down again. So what should we do?
If you were turned down for misrepresentation, did you hide the fact that you were pregnant? Or did they not give you the visa because you were pregnant, which would make sense because they don't want you to come to the United States to give birth? You need a consultation. You need to know more.
So call the number.
Call the number.
All right.
Call me. Pick up the phone. Just call me.
See, that's a good jingle.
Right. Don't be afraid.
Call me.
I don't know the rest of the song.
I didn't know that was the actual song.
It's a song, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were making it up.
I was making it up?
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty good.
Call me. Da-da-da-da-da-da. No, maybe
know.
I did make that up. I don't know.
Take it.
All right.
Mishka Gordon.
Mishka Gordon. You ever hear of a singing lawyer?
No.
No. Wouldn't that be great that we do
that could be your brand.
Maybe we should. I was telling Belgium Kim the other day that maybe we should do an entire Brad show in musical format.
It would be horrible because none of us know how to sing at all. I definitely can't.
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too good.
And I don't know how to dance.
I could dance.
I know you know how to dance.
That I could do.
Okay. I can't dance.
So what would you do?
I'm not sure. I don't think I would be part of the show.
We need you here.
I don't think there's a role for me.
We need you.
I don't think there's a role for me.
All right, Mishka Gordon. Yeah. Hi, Brad. I have a quick question. If someone is getting a divorce and the case abundant because the abandoned. Abandoned.
Yes.
I'm just reading it off.
I see. Okay.
Because the other party's paperwork didn't sign off. What's my next thing to do? What should I do?
Why was the case abandoned?
It said because the other party paper didn't sign off. The other party's paper didn't sign off.
Then you got to start again.
Start all over?
Start all over.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. All I know is abandoned and the other party didn't sign off.
Mishka, give a little.
You know what?
Give a little more detail.
But the reality is, if your case was, you got to start again. Whatever happened, start all over.
All right. Vivian Lozano.
Yes.
I'm a U.S. resident through IR5. I have a 25-year-old son who is a PWD. I'd like to bring him here. Is there
a PWD?
Yes. What is that?
PW. You have a what?
A 25-year-old son who is a
PWD. And what is she?
She is a U.S. resident through IR5.
And he's a PWD?
Mm-hmm. Does this make sense right now?
I have no idea what a PWA.
Okay, so say she is a U.S. resident through IR5.
Okay.
What should she do if her 25-year-old son?
She has to file an I-130 for him, and then he'll be
I-130.
and then he'll be in the F2B category.
There you go.
But I don't know what a PWD is.
Yeah. So I think that's still good advice.
That's very good advice.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. Tracy Tazzy.
Yes.
Hi. How long does it take an immigrant visa filed by a sibling with an American citizenship?
An immigrant visa filed
by a sibling with an American U.S. citizenship.
14 years.
I knew that too.
14
I'm
years.
learning.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a Survivor says, Brad, stick to your day job.
Oh,
boy,
dang.
she called to get the show going, and then she just gives me this stinging rebuke.
And she could get away with it.
Yeah, she called. So what am I can't complain. Yes, please share this with your friends and family, everybody. Let them know we're going to be answering your immigration questions for about another 9 more minutes. So get your questions in right now.
Get them in. I'm reading.
Block C.
Block C.
Block
once that comes.
We're doing once Block D comes, that's it. All right, but we're going to be reading your social media questions for 9 more minutes. So please get them in now. Please let your friends and family know we're here for about 9 more minutes answering your immigration questions before we get to Block D.
Yeah.
We'll surprise you what Block D is.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
All right, Butter Anthony.
Yes.
Brad, how soon should a baby who was born in the States that is currently out of the country need to return to the U.S.?
Born in the United States?
Born in the States that is currently out of the country.
They could stay out forever, but make sure they have a valid passport, because what I see sometimes is that they never renew their passport. They only have a passport with a baby picture, and then they become an adult, and then it's very hard to prove that this baby in this picture is you.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Myrtle Reed said, why is everything taking so long?
What, the show?
No. So,
what's taking so long?
I would think
her
about
dinner? This dinner's taking too long?
I would think she's talking about, getting the visa like the 14th.
My beard growing out taking too long?
No, they want that to go shorter. They want that to,
they want it off.
Yeah, they want it off all the way.
How come you get the beard and I don't?
I mean, like I said, I manscape. So I shave it. I got a little part in the head. You know what I mean? I try to look good for you guys.
I got a whole part right here. What are you talking about? Right here. I did a huge part. What's wrong with you?
You did it? You did that?
I did that myself, yes.
Oh, okay.
I do it on purpose. I think it makes me look like a smart lawyer being male pattern baldness.
Yeah, because you're just always stressed out. Pull out your hair. I would think she's talking about, getting the citizenship or the visa.
I have 2 words for you. Who asked this question?
Myrtle Reed.
Myrtle Reed! Have you ever heard of these words? Donald Trump.
Lord have mercy.
Those words are why everything takes so long.
I really don't like those 2 words. Gloria Maharaj. My sister has a 6C against her. She
what C?
A 6C.
A 6C?
Against her.
This is like a PWD.
Yeah, I see.
I don't know what a 6C is.
Okay, so let's say she has something against her. I don't know what a 6C is. Okay. She has a born U.S. citizen son. Can her son sponsor her, and is she entitled for a waiver? So I guess you have to know what the 6C is.
Well, first of all, the son has to be 21.
Okay.
And you can't get a waiver through your son anyway, even if he was 21.
Why?
Because there's no waivers for sons filing. You need a clean case for son.
Right. All right, so we have one from Trudy Proud.
Yeah.
Hi, Brad. I was told that I need a letter of disposition to show that that my case before the court was dismissed. However, my country cannot find the records in their record books. What other options do I have to present this case or satisfy the consulate for a visa?
What do you mean the country doesn't have the records in the record books?
The country cannot find it.
So I would have to find out more, but we would have to get something from somewhere and then speak to the embassy and explain to the embassy these records don't exist anymore. What can we do in replace of it?
All right. So I have one from Sylvia Garza.
Yes.
All right. Hello. I'm a U.S. citizen living in the U.S. for 29 years, married and have kids. All siblings are here through my dad's petitions, except for one in the Philippines. Is there a possibility of joining us here? He's under my petition as siblings. Can you advise what I should do?
So who sponsored who from the Philippines?
So no one has, but he is under Sylvia's petition as a sibling.
No, you're not. There's no such thing as being under a petition as a sibling. Maybe Sylvia sponsored her brother or sister, and she's a U.S. citizen, but from the Philippines, it's taking 25 years. So I would suggest a different route. Okay, brothers and sisters from the Philippines, no go. No dice, as they say, as Jay Cudnut says. All right, so let's do this. You have how many more questions left?
I have a couple more.
Brand new, fresh questions.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Finish off all our brand new, fresh questions. Make sure everyone anyone who's watching who has left a question, we get their answers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's love.
Right.
All right. So Marilyn Clark Smith. Hi, Brad. I have a brother who lives in the USA from when he was 13 years old, and now he's 48 years old. He went to get his citizenship and got turned down, and now he's on the deportee list. What should he do?
Get a good lawyer. Should never have filed citizenship if he was going to get deported. Apparently, he's been convicted of a crime that makes him deportable. Call me. Pick up the phone. Just call me. Don't be afraid. Just call me.
There you go. All right, I have one more.
I tell you, we're going to sing this out.
Yeah. Right. I have one more. Karen Green, U.S. citizen filing for a parent. How long does the process take?
I was still singing in my head. What was your question?
Oh, wow.
I was just trying to think what the rest of the words of the song were.
You really should, because I saw you from the corner of my eye.
Right. And you were just like, what are the rest of the goddamn songs, the words of those songs?
Okay, wait, I have two more.
Okay. Give the question again.
That one was you're a U.S. citizen filing for your parent. How long does the process take?
1 year. By the way, we have our most viewers ever with me singing.
I know. This is great. Keep on
I'm telling you, a musical. We're going to do it as a musical.
Keep on singing.
Okay.
I'm a survivor said no singing, no dancing.
No more singing. Okay.
All right. Frederick Sagoon, how long does the EB-5 visa take?
It takes a while. It depends what you're doing, whether it's through a regional center or you're doing it on your own. But from start to finish, it takes months and months and months and months and months.
Awesome.
Yes. So there you have
Lisa
it.
Lisa Bling Rose said American Idol's Brad and Jonathan. I'm loving it.
Yeah. I think I'm too old. I think you have to be under 28 or something for American Idol,
is it?
right? Yeah. There's like an age limit on it.
Well, I'll be too old too.
Yeah.
Man.
No, I swear to God, I'm 28 years old.
You are?
Yes.
Look at Brad flying around the world.
Look, I mean, here I am. Please share this with your friends and family. I'm not 28 years old. I swear on my life, I am not a day under 49. That's what I am. All right, let's go to Joseph in Hartford, Connecticut. Been waiting 20 minutes. Joseph.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm calling with a question. I got a green card. I got a year leaving it.
You got a what?
And 1 year leaving the green card expired in 2019.
Right.
And I put in my citizenship like 6 months ago.
Right.
If I go to Jamaica, it can be a problem with a year leaving it?
No, you can go to Jamaica as long as you don't have any criminal records that would prevent you from coming back. Go travel, enjoy yourself. Just don't stay out too long.
Okay.
All right, enjoy.
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, let's go to Steve in Panama City, Florida. Steve.
Hello, good evening.
Hey, how are you?
Not too bad.
What's going on?
I'm married for September. I come make 2 years now. I'm married to a lady, but she disabled.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to get the papers them do, but I just try to find out how I can go through it.
You have a disabled wife and you want to file for her?
No, my disabled wife filing for me.
Oh, so what's the problem? So you do it like anybody else. She files for you. What?
So she can file for me?
Yeah, why not? So if she's disabled, she's disabled. If she gets a disability payment, she gets a disability payment. You could just need an affidavit of support from a second person.
Okay,
right?
sir. Thank
you. If you need help, hold on. All right. 1-800-529-5465. So, Yo-Yo.
What up?
You may remember, this was before you joined our show, there was a guy by the name of Jordan Dreidel Roberts.
Okay.
Okay, so he worked in the Dirtle. Excuse me.
Dirtle.
Jordan Dirtle Roberts.
Not Dreidel.
Not Dreidel. Dreidel is Dreidel. You made it out of clay.
Yeah.
No, it's Dirtle. He is not a member of the tribe. He is Jordan Dirtle Roberts. He worked in the Labor Department in Montana.
Okay.
And what happened is that Department of Homeland Security called up his boss and said to the boss, have Jordan report to the Department of Homeland Security anybody who's working at the Labor Department or anybody who makes a complaint to the Labor Department that's not legal. And the Department of Homeland Security basically wanted Jordan to, and there he
That's
is.
him?
Yeah, wanted Jordan to basically be a spy when the Department of Labor is supposed to be helping laborers, instead turning them into the Department of Homeland Security for deportation. Jordan said, this is wrong, I'm not going to do it. He became a big sensation on social media. He quit his job because he said, I would rather quit my job and lose my pension than report people who the Labor Department should be helping to the Department of Homeland Security for deportation. So we had him on our show, and he was a great guy. And he has a GoFundMe page because he's having trouble
getting the word out
well, not only getting the word out, but he's got to go find a job. He's got kids and everything else.
Wow.
So we put him to work for us for one day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we put him. I don't go to the GoFundMe page, but I said I'll put you to work for us one day. All right. And he's a very nice guy. Actually, he doesn't need the job, but I'm making a joke. But maybe he does. I don't know.
You never know.
But he was very nice enough to go out. And the mayor of Helena, Montana, which is I believe the capital of Montana. That's him right there. Take a look at him.
Okay.
All right. His name is Wilmot Collins. He shared his story with Jordan of his survival. He fled his home country of Liberia during a brutal civil war.
Wow.
Survived starvation. He survived the separation of his family on his way to becoming an American citizen, and ultimately the first immigrant mayor of a capital city of a state, in any state, and let alone Montana.
Wow.
So we have Jordan, who quit his job in Montana because he wouldn't turn in illegal aliens at the Labor Department, interviewing Wilmot Collins. I have not seen this yet, so let's watch. I'm going to watch this. We're going to watch this together.
Mayor Collins, you were originally from Liberia. What made you decide to emigrate to the United States?
Well, I didn't decide. It's just that we got into a bloody civil war. Liberia was established by slaves that were free from America. And they went back to Africa and they established a government on that land. And Liberia is the first independent African nation. In fact, when the slaves arrived, they named places like what they were used to here. Because in Liberia, I'm from Maryland. We have Louisiana, we have Georgia, we have Mississippi, and I went to school in Virginia. Those were places the slaves lived. Things got really terrible when the military took over, April 12, 1980. And things got different. Because in Liberia, if you couldn't say anything positive about the military leader, you dare not say anything negative. A lot of people fled Liberia because things were not just the way it used to be. And one of those that fled was Charles Taylor. He fled and went to Libya and got training in Libya and decided to go back to Liberia and take over the country. He and his rebels entered the country December 24th, 1989. And they systematically took over the country. When the rebels hit Monrovia, we fled into the safest area in Monrovia, which was around the American embassy, because they had the Marines protecting the property. So the rebels and the soldiers didn't go around that area. And my wife and I were advised that the war would hit Monrovia, but we had to save enough food and water for 10 days. The war would come and go. The war lasted 14 years. So you can imagine how many people died of starvation. We ran out of food. I lost 2 brothers in that war. The war got so bloody that other West African countries saw how bloody the war was and decided to get together and send peacekeepers into Liberia. And when they sent peacekeepers, they told Liberians, if you want to leave on the ship that brought in the peacekeepers, you're allowed to leave on the ship. So the first ship came and left. We were unable to get on it. The second ship came, and my mom, my brothers, my wife, my sister, we all sat down on a Thursday evening and prayed about it. We were wondering whether we should go or not, but we eventually decided we were leaving. When we got to the port to get on board the ship, the line was more than a mile long. We had to stand on line Friday, we stood on line Saturday, we stood on line Sunday. Finally, 9:47 p.m., my wife and I were chosen to get on board the ship. We got on board the ship, and at 10 o'clock, the gates were closed. So it was estimated 10,000 Liberians got on board that ship. And we didn't know where it was going the first day. We later found out the first stop would be Ghana. And we realized that the journey from Liberia to Ghana on that ship was another 3 days. And there was only standing room. There was no other way. We all had to stand. And they weren't feeding anybody, so if you didn't carry any food, you had to go without. And we had to go without because we were just the way you saw us, you know. The first morning we were on board the ship, we heard a lot of crying, wailing, just to realize that people's loved ones had died the night and they had to dump them overboard because there was no way they could keep the body. They didn't know where they were going. They didn't know what they were going to be doing. There's no way they could keep the body on board. And to see that you throwing your loved ones overboard was pretty tough. We landed in Ghana. And in Liberia, I used to teach. And the organization I taught is an international organization. It's in every African country, European, it's even here in America. The SOS Children's Village. And when I arrived in Ghana, I went to look for it. And when I got there, the director said, "Can you identify yourself?" And I couldn't because I didn't have any ID, I didn't have anything. I said, "No, I can't." And he said, "Well, we have some children from the first ship that came. If they can identify you, I'll help you." So the children came, and when they saw me, they started crying. I didn't understand why they were crying. I thought they would be happy to see me, but they were crying. And then I asked to use the restroom, and for the first time in 6 months, I looked at myself in the mirror. Then I found out why they were crying. When they knew me, I was 172 pounds. That day, I was 92 pounds. 92 pounds. So I was dying of starvation. I was hospitalized for 7 days. After I got out of the hospital, because I used to teach, he put me in their local school. I started teaching again. My wife was in medical school. She started helping out in the clinic. And then after a few months, my wife said she wanted to come to America. I said, "Well, that's a far-fetched, how are we supposed to do that?" She said, "Well, I have family in Montana." I said, "I you told me you wanted to come to America. Now you're talking about Montana." I didn't even know Montana was in America, my man, I'm telling you, nobody knew of this hidden treasure. And she said, yes. And so my wife was an African exchange student. She went to Helena High, 83, 84. In fact, she and Governor Bullock were classmates. So she went there and she graduated and went back to the university. That's when we met. And she contacted the host family she lived with while she was here, Bruce and Joyce Knoxheim. Bruce was the assistant principal at Helena High, and Joyce was elementary teacher at Bryant. So they were more than willing to help us, but they didn't know the process. So they contacted Carroll College, awarded my wife a full scholarship to do nursing. And we jumped at it. We said, yeah, great. So about 2 weeks before she was to leave, she started getting really, really sick. And I took her to the hospital, and the doctor comes out, congratulations, Mr. Collins, you will soon be a proud father. And I'm like freaking out. No, my wife has a scholarship, she's going to America. He said, well, she's pregnant also, so. And this time it was tough because I didn't mind my wife leaving, but then she was leaving with my child, or our child, and I didn't know when I would ever join or see them. So we talked about it, and she thought the best thing was for her to come. So I finally agreed, and she came. She went to Carol. In the meantime, I was in Liberia trying to join them, and I realized the only way I could join, I had to register as a refugee with the United Nations. And so I did. I registered, and that process took me 2 years and 7 months. When my wife left, it was 1991, and by this time it's 1994. When they told me I had finally passed, I called my sister. I said, hey, I'm coming to America. And the first thing she said, you don't want to go to Montana. I said, why? My family's there. She said, I was there in November, and it snowed 4 days, and I didn't see any black people. So I said, well, my family's there. I got to go there. But anyway, when I landed and saw my daughter for the first time, it was an emotional time, you know. When I saw my wife saying, there's daddy, go to daddy. And she, slowly, I didn't want to startle her because I knew she didn't know me. But she came running to me and hugged me, and man, it was pretty emotional. We moved in with the Knoxheims, so that's where I lived. And I got a job my 3rd week here, so started working.
Wow. It seems like you were pretty welcomed here in Montana.
Oh, most definitely. With the people, I met a lot of decent people. So that's what kept me going.
Now, how long were you here before you ended up becoming a citizen?
Oh, about 7 years, because first I was a refugee, and that would take a year, and then you can apply for permanent resident. And then you be 2 years permanent resident, and then you apply to be a citizen, and that's 5 years. So it was about 7 years I took, and then we went and we filled out the paperwork, took the tests, the written tests, the English tests, the current event, and then we got sworn in, I think 2004, I think.
So you started out working in the schools. How do you go from working in the schools to mayor?
That's a long process. And not only that, do you see Kessler School just across the street here?
Yeah.
When I worked at Intermountain Children's Home, I worked at Kessler as a janitor. Yes. I worked there as a janitor. I would go to Kessler after school at 3:30 or so, clean the school, come home, sleep a little bit, go to Intermountain. And I stopped being a janitor when one of the teachers went on maternity leave. And then I spoke to the principal. Peace be to her ashes. She was Sharon Walker. And I said, can I teach? She said, do you have a degree? I said, yes. So I showed it to her. She said, but why didn't you tell me? I said, I didn't want to appear overqualified for the janitor's job. So, because I needed it, and so I didn't want you to deny me. She said, what you need to do is go to May Butler Center and register as a substitute teacher, and then I'll keep you in the classroom. So I did that, and I started subbing. I still remember my first day in second grade, in the second grade class. This little girl said, oh my God, the janitor is teaching us today, you know. You know, kids, they say the darnest things, yeah. And that's fine, you know. And then I wrote my name on the board. I'm now Mr. Collins. I'm no longer the janitor, you know. No moss was growing under my feet, man, none. I worked at a VA hospital for 10 plus years as an administrative officer. I worked with immigration, Homeland Security as immigration service officer. And then I joined Department of Health and Human Services. So I've been around the block. I've done it all, you know. And I know a lot of people just saying, oh, from janitor he became this. No. They don't know the part of it. I've done everything. I put 14 years in the Army and the National Guard. In 2 months, I'll be retiring finally from the Navy Reserves. 22 years, so. And I'm mayor, and then I child protection, 3. I've always had 3, man.
What made you decide to run for mayor?
I've always wanted to get into politics. I must admit, even back in Liberia, my undergraduate is in political science and sociology. I remember I wanted to run for mayor in Monrovia when I was a senior in college, but I didn't get into it. But I always wanted to. So when I came here and realized after these many years that, God, nobody died from politics in this country, you know. So I called a couple of friends together and told them, hey, you know, there's a possibility I wanted to put my hat in the race. And they were excited to say, yeah, we think you should do it.
So, I mean, so you were running against a 16-year incumbent mayor, and you won. You're the first black mayor in the 128-year state history as Montana as a state. So what do you think it means for Montana and in the broader sense that you, a man of color in a very white state, former refugee, an immigrant, you were able to win in what is a state, the whole state went, 20 percentage points for Trump.
Yeah. My winning brought a lot of different things out. It told us a lot of things. Refugees are not what you say they are. Montana is not what the rest of the world think it is. And so, yeah, a lot of things came out of my winning.
So since you've come to the U.S., have you been back to Liberia?
Yes, I went back once. I took my kids, I think about 8 years ago. I took the kids back to where we grew up, to show them where we grew up. I took them back to show them their uncle, their aunts, their cousins. They had never seen any of them.
So so there are still friends and family back there?
Yes. I lost my brother today. I lost a younger brother today.
Condolences.
Yeah.
Donald Trump had recently said that Liberia is stable. His exact words, Liberia is no longer experiencing armed conflict and has made significant progress in restoring stability and democratic governance. In your opinion, how accurate is that statement?
It's partly accurate. We've had democracy now. We've had a transition of 2 governments. So yes, that is accurate. But where it's not accurate is in the United States, we have pretty close to maybe 100,000 Liberians in this country who have been here for 30 years because of the DED program. 30 years. They have homes, they have built lives here. And for him to say 100,000 people can just go back to a fragile economy, Liberia, it won't work because the 100,000 people leaving here and going back, they don't have jobs. It's not going to work. And the economy cannot consume them. The country is not ready for them. And so him telling people to get ready in a year and they should be, that's wrong. And all of them have American kids. All of them have American this, American that. What do? You break families apart?
That's apparently the plan. So, as we've talked about, it's been a pretty rough time for immigrants, refugees, asylum seekers. For past just the Liberians being sent back to the immigrants out there, people who are struggling during these times. Are there any words you'd have for them to?
I always tell people, America is the great equalizer. If you work hard, there is no way you won't make it. I encourage other immigrants to continue to work hard, stay clean, and do the right thing. Because if you can do those things, there are brighter days ahead.
And so the Brad Show has this tradition when they do interviews with people, they ask them, what's your American dream?
You know what? I'm living it right now. I'm living my dream. I mean, you know, I have 2 kids. They were born here. My daughter is serving this country in the Middle East right now. She is doing very well. My son is graduating in May from the University of Montana. My wife and I were both winding down our military career. She's also in the Army Reserves. She's a nurse at VA. And so I think all is well. You know, anything comes after what I'm doing is extra. But right now I'm doing okay, you know, and I'm happy. I am, really.
That's good. Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
Oh, wow.
Are you serious?
Wow,
Like,
what an interview.
That wasn't
That
even
was
real.
insane, Jordan and Wilmot Collins.
That
was insane. Insane interview.
You know, I wish we could somehow send this
To
clip
Donald Trump.
to Donald Trump just to see that. I just want to know what he would say.
You know, because, you know, what he said is, you know, the entire continent is, why do we want these SHITHOLES people from this continent here? I want more people like that.
Absolutely.
He's done more for America than 99% of the people born in America.
He's a mayor. His daughter is serving in the Middle East for this country. Like, are you serious right now?
Right. That was
from a janitor, not even below a janitor. Was 90-something pounds from 174.
That was unbelievable. I enjoyed every second of that. I enjoyed every second. Jordan,
that was amazing.
Jordan Roberts did an unbelievable job. Mayor Collins, thank you very much. His brother had passed away that day and still sat down to talk with us. What an amazing man, an amazing interview. Wow.
Oh, like gave me goosebumps.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so we got about 3 or 4 minutes left in our show. Eric's been from Silver Spring, Maryland's been waiting for his immigration question.
I just came from there yesterday.
You were just in. Eric.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Good. Say hello to Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias. He was passing by Silver Spring, Maryland yesterday.
I was shooting.
Did you see him yesterday?
Ellison, anytime you come by here, just say hi, and I'll be there.
Next time you look up Eric.
Yeah,
Why don't you look up Eric?
Listen, I go there every month. I shoot on the studio right on Fenton.
Eric, go meet him on Fenton. When are you going to be there?
I go every month to shoot my show. My show that's in Ethiopia.
Oh yeah. The Ethiopian.
Yeah.
All right, Eric. Eric, he's going to be there.
We're going to get some Ethiopian food, some injera.
Okay. I'll meet you there. You know, we eat some Ethiopian food then.
Perfect. All right.
By the way, I'm from Ghana though.
Oh, well, listen, I would love to have some Ghanaian food.
Oh, I got you. I'll cook you that food. Don't worry.
All right, perfect.
All right, Eric, what's your question?
My question is I've been here almost about 17 years, and I'm going through this immigration problem, and I had a lawyer. I paid him all his money, and he have my file, everything, and it came to a point. I went back to him, and I need my file back to give it to another lawyer, and he's like, he don't have my file, so it's not like he don't have my file, but he's no more doing law anymore, so he can't give me my file.
You can do what's called the Freedom of Information Act request. Any lawyer can do it and get a copy of your file from immigration, so it's not the end of the world.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we can even do that for you. So hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. We have about 2 or 3 minutes to go. We have a couple of questions before we get out of here.
About 3 questions.
Okay, 3 questions. Let's go.
All right. So I have one from Alex Adera. Social media check-in.
Yes.
We should have music.
That's what I said. We should have Bradshaw Live music on or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So Alex K. Adera. I'm a U.S. citizen. I filed for my I-130 twice for my wife. We got denied twice. Going to court will take too long. What should we do?
Third time's a try. Third time's a charm. What do they say? Keep trying until you get it right. Call me. Let's see what the problem is.
Cool. All right. Chin Carter. Hi, Brad. I recently filed for my I-130 in February. I've not heard anything from immigration. The only thing I got is a receipt number. I'm married to a U.S. citizen. How long do I have to wait to get approved?
About 6 to 9 months. But are you in the United States or you're in another country? Because if you're in the United States, you should be filing an adjustment. You should only be filing an I-130 if you're in another country.
All right. It didn't say, it didn't say that, so. Then the last I have from Senda Madera, sent this about 5 times. So we better answer this one. Save the best for last.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
All right. Hi. I just want to ask. I'm having trouble with my green card forms. Everything is already ready to file. When my mother-in-law backed out. Everything was already to file, but then her mother-in-law backed out of her sponsorship. My husband can't sponsor me because he doesn't have the 3 years IRS amount of $20,000 to $25,000 a year. What should I do? I can't find anyone who'll sponsor me. Please help.
Your husband will sponsor you. You need a second affidavit of support. It can come from any American citizen or permanent resident in the United States who has 3 years tax returns. Everybody can find somebody to help them out.
All right.
All right. Well, and now, finally, you ready?
Yeah.
Drum roll, please. The comment of the day, social media comment of the day.
All right. Oh, this is my first time reading it.
Yes, it's usually Belgium Kim.
Yeah. All right. So the social media comment for today was from the amazing Lisa Bling Rose.
Yes.
I feel like, the story that we just showed from the mayor was so inspirational. Lisa actually said, I'm so proud of everyone watching. We've never had so many viewers watching this time at the show.
Correct.
Always goes down this time. Thanks so much. And she's thanking all of the people for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa,
That's
for
very
thanking
nice.
them. And thank you, everybody. Yeah.
That is very nice.
That was the best comment.
That was very nice, Lisa Bling.
It was really
Lisa,
nice.
Yeah.
Comment.
I mean, usually by 7 o'clock, people start bailing on us.
And we have never had that many.
Yes, and they stayed with us the whole 2 hours. And I think it all started, I mean, certainly the mayor of Montana, of Helena, Montana, had a lot to do with it. But I think there was a tiny little bit. About my singing.
I knew you were going to say that.
My singing was just a tiny little bit.
I knew you were going to say that.
Call me. Pick up the phone. Call me. Don't be afraid. Call me. We'll see you Monday. We're off Thursday, Friday. We'll see you Monday. Have a great week, guys. Back Monday live, 5:30. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thanks for watching. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465. What are you doing?